Okay, we're back with another episode of the MineConnect USA Series. We have got Rocvent on the show today. We've got Don Turgeon. He is the Director of Sales. Don, welcome to the show. Good to have you on. I see you're actually you're on the floor of your manufacturing facility.
Yes, I am. So this is where all the action begins, right here in this plant right here.
Where are you based out of?
So we're based in Greater Sudbury. Actually, the town is called Chelmsford, Ontario. We're actually basically 50 minutes west of Greater Sudbury.
How long has the company always been in this location? How long has it been around?
No, so basically, Rockford's been around since 1989. Originally, the company was founded by a gentleman by the name of Bert Iverson. Bert Iverson did a very good job with his company, and in 2013, the company was sold under new ownerships. And in 2019, we moved into a larger facility, which was basically three times the size of the original building that was actually in place in 1989.
Wow. So it's a completely different location or
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. What
And the
is
reason we
Oh,
did,
yeah.
the reason we changed location was because of capacity. Our business has grown tremendously in the last, I would say, 8 years. And the facility that we had in Lobby was actually a little bit too small for us. So we
Mm.
had to relocate to a larger facility.
You're the director of sales, so you'll probably be the right person to ask about this. What has been some of the big contributors to that growth, do you think?
Basically, we've done a lot more marketing in our business. Basically, Bernd Iverson, the original owner of the company, was actually a standalone company in Sudbury, and he was basically did a great job in the area. And our focus was to actually do a lot more export. And we've actually implemented a plan, aggressive plan, and we've been actually successful on doing business into the U.S. market is a big market for us, and we're actually into Mexico now and do a
Mm.
little bit of business in Chile. So our ongoing plan is to grow our business globally.
I mean, you're in is a big part of your business, and we'll talk about some of your product lines and things, of course. But
Yep.
is a big part of your business the new mines, or is there a lot of updating and putting together these mines that maybe don't have the most up to date systems, or just need a new one? Where does sort of the business outline go?
So again, focus was to go after new mines, and Elko, Nevada, was one of our target that we were focusing on, and we've done that, and we've done a good job there. And also in the other parts of the U.S. is in Tennessee, zinc mines. And I think what we're looking at is the future of battery operated plants that are coming up.
Mm.
We see a very good um, growth in the mining industry in the next 5 or 6 years.
When you go to a place like Nevada, what is your approach? I mean, obviously this is the Mine Connect USA series, and I'm just curious how you approach that as a company, um, sort of getting integrated into that world down there.
So basically, what we'd like to focus on is doing mine ventilation surveys, trying to find out what their needs and requirements are, and we are focusing on um, promoting new product lines and trying to help them with their inventory and basically minimizing some of their inventory by us doing a underground surveys in order to recognize what their usage are and to try and minimize some of their inventory items.
When you say new mines, what about as the mine expands, it goes deeper and goes off to new areas, all this type of stuff that happens. Would that be considered a new mine then?
No, so basically, the way our product works is if you look at when you're building a house, you need ventilation right in the house.
Hmm.
So underground, as they're advancing and going deeper, they also need more ventilation, right? So actually, they're always every day the mining industry are advancing,
Hmm.
and as they advance, uh, they will probably use more of the ventilation product that we supply to them.
Yeah. Where when you let's again use the Nevada as an example. What is your value add? Where do you come in as very competitive in that market?
So basically, what we try and do is we try and sell them on the quality of our product. We have different types of material that we use for the mining industry. And underground, there's a lot of equipment that are used in the underground areas where they have like loading trucks, and that there's a lot of debris on the equipment. And what we try and do is try and assist them on providing with them with a product that will add some abrasion resistant on their product
Mm.
to try and extend the service life of our tubing, of our ducting.
What I don't know if you want to get into specifics, but I'm just curious. We like doing technical stuff on this show.
Yep.
What are sort of the ranges of the ducting and the tubing?
So basically, if you're talking about the range, we're talking about diameters of ducting.
Mm.
So here in Sudbury, we manufacture the smallest diameter ducting we do is 12-inch diameter, and actually we have the capacity on going up to 96 inches in diameter.
Okay. Is that different now? Is the material itself, does it change thickness and things like that, depending on the environment that you're going into, or is it pretty similar?
No, the material does change. It's all based on the volume of air that's being delivered underground,
Mm.
and we do case studies on basically what the requirements are. And we do have like what we call like a lighter material, and we also have a heavy material that we supply. And again, it's all based on the volume of ventilation that's being delivered to the face is what we try and make our recommendations on.
Who is the customer? Like, who you direct are you dealing with the mine operators? Is it the contractors,
So
engineering firms?
yeah, it's a good question. So basically, what we try and deal with is more on the technical services department, which is engineering. So every mining department has a technical service department, and these people here basically focus on ventilation. So basically, these are the people that we deal with. It's an engineering office at the
Mm.
site. And we'll also deal with the mine planners. So what they try and do is try and plan out what their usage is for the year. It all depends on the mining
Mm.
capabilities at the site.
When you're planning these projects out, in your role specifically, where do you come in? What is your initial point of contact? Let's say in down in the U.S. or over in Chile. Where are you coming in to that process?
So what we'll do is we'll bring in a technical representative with us. So we also have a ventilation specialist on staff. So what we'll do is we'll go to the sites and see what their needs and requirements are, and we'll actually go underground and do some technical work with the ventilation department.
Dawn, could you give us just an overview of the actual product lines that you carry? Obviously we're touching on diameters and things like that, but I think it'd be helpful for the audience to actually know what is included.
Yeah, so basically we supply the main three piece of ducting that we do is, for instance, lay flat ducting is very popular in the mining industry. 80% of the mining people underground use this product, and this is just lay flat used for a positive pressure ventilation. We also have a spiral duct, which is used for negative pressure. This tubing here has a wire reinforcing on the ducting, so it actually stops it from collapsing based on the pressure that's going through the ducting. We also have an ovalized ducting, which we call ovalized or duoduct that we have. This product here is used for underground where there's a lot of heavy duty traffic underground. And basically, it's ovalized, and you're actually gaining 25% of headroom, which will minimize any of the
Mm.
damage being caused by debris on the underground loading vehicles.
I saw on your website it was in the same section, like the steel duct and accessories. Is that much of a part of your business? Do most projects have a place where they do need some sort of steel ducting in some area?
Yeah, so basically on a main ramp underground, they will use a some type of hard duct, which is either steel duct or a fiberglass duct or a plastic duct. These are used underground like in the main area where they have a longer runs, and basically what this will do is probably use less energy on the fans also.
Mm.
um, what they do is they'll use like a rigid duct for the main ramp underground, and then they branch off into these different headings, and they'll use their flexible ducting.
Right, I see. And then what about some of these other accessories? I saw again. I don't know if it's a major part of your business, but just because I saw it on your website, things like the silencers or the inlet screens and all these sort of accessories that come along with it. Is that all is someone coming to you and buying all the ducting and then they might be getting accessories somewhere else, or is it a package deal? When they get it, they're getting a the full thing?
But we try and focus on one-stop shop here. So basically,
Okay.
when you mention silencers, the word says it for itself. I mean, they have them on the fans, and they put a silencer on the fan to try and minimize the noise underground. But yeah, usually what they'll do is they'll call us to see if we can supply um, the entire ventilation system, and we're capable of doing that.
So when you're doing these projects, are they when you're working with the engineering office, are they bringing predetermined specs to you, or are they saying they want to accomplish? Do you have a team that's putting into place what should be designed? How much sort of back and forth on that there on those projects is there, or does it depend on the project?
So there's two ways that we could do that. There's some of the mines that will come to us with their ventilation design. And from there, what we'll do is we'll make recommendation on the proper product to be used for their design. And secondly, there's a lot of times the mine will come to us and say, "Hey, we want to push this amount of air out to the face. Is there any suggestion that you could make to us?" And like I spoke to you a while ago, is we do have engineering guys on staff that could actually make the proper recommendation as far as the design of the ventilation that the mine is looking for.
Can you just give us a scope of scale of the different mines, sort of beginning, middle, and like a top scale mine?
So what I'll do is I'll talk to you about the tunneling stuff that we initially started doing. So tunneling project is for like infrastructure for like civil projects for cities like Toronto, the largest cities that we deal with when they're actually building subway lines. These would be like 10 kilometers of tunneling that they're actually doing underground in the city of, I'll say Toronto, for example. And to us, that would be a big project for us. So
Mm.
10 kilometers is a nice project for us to deal with.
So I guess to just wrap up, we've covered a lot of ground quite quickly in this interview, but just to wrap up, what is sort of you touched on at the beginning? What does the next year look like for you professionally and as a company? Where's that main focus going to be?
So we're anticipating to see new growth in our industry. As we all know, that all these automotive plants are opening up new battery plants.
Mm,
So once they start wrapping up on battery plants, they will need more of the underground mining products such as nickel and zinc and cobalt. And once the mines get busier at our end, it's just perfect business for us to
mm.
actually expand our ventilation business underground because there'll be a lot of new development projects and new mines opening up in the near future.
Okay, Don, thank you very much. And it's awesome to have it with the background, the company actually doing the manufacturing. It's exciting to be able to do this series with you. And yeah, thank you for joining us. I hope we do it again.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
And thank you everybody for watching. That was a little bit shorter of an interview, but we covered a lot of ground. We're going to put plenty of links to Rockvent and ways you can get in touch with them. So please reach out. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you on the next episode of the MineConnect USA series.